Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
Thanks for just stopping by.
No problem.
I ran into Sam, and he was telling me that you pitched him some ideas, which is really cool. I was just wondering. I know that there's a meeting today, and I want you to take me through them maybe before the meeting. Do you think you could do that?
Yeah. I mean, we don't have a ton of time, and I'm going to be presenting it, and I'm going to be explaining them all there.
Yeah. But totally get it. Before we get to that part, I just want to I got your report that you sent me last night, and I just had a couple questions on some of the figures, and I wanted to know whether or not you were I guess it's coming across that maybe you're spending a lot of time on these other reports and maybe not spending as much time on to pitch to the CEO and to kind of change, get your name out there, which I think is great, and
yeah.
I want to be supportive of that. But kind of the day-to-day things that we have to get accomplished here kind of also need your focus.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm seeing kind of a disparity between your work and where you're spending your time.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know if there's a disparity. Pretty much the way I've been trying to balance out my schedule is I try to do projects that are the most value add for the company, and putting together this idea, this pitch that seems to be going successful took quite a bit of time. And so things that were less value add, like some of those reports, I just had to get done with what remaining time I had. So, which is why they might not be exactly what you're looking for, but I also was able to put together this other presentation too.
That's fair enough. And how do you feel that your year's been going so far?
A little bit slow. I don't feel like I'm doing much meaningful work. I feel like my skills, my strengths, my ideas aren't really being utilized at all, and I'm doing more, basic busy work. I feel more like a secretary than somebody that has a strong educational background in this.
Yes, I know how that goes. So I started really low in the company, and I know what it's like to kind of come into this and feel really excited about it, and then kind of seeing that the day-to-day work is very routine, and it's not as flashy as maybe you're expecting or you want it to be at first.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that?
Yeah. I mean, I just think at this point I've put in time doing some of the more mundane and kind of low-level tasks to get a good grounding, and I'm ready for more stuff. So
I also wanted to address quickly, I know the idea that you brought to the meeting last week, I may have dismissed it kind of hastily in the context.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the reasons for that is that, our organization is so large, and it's not as if no one's had the idea to leverage digital platforms in the past or even in the most recent past. I think that it's a great idea, and it's something that we should work towards as a company. But I think what I would suggest to you is there are certain contexts where presenting an idea like that can make it more powerful, and maybe in the context we're discussing isn't the best one. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying about the hesitation stuff, but I mean, my boss thought it was a really good idea, and it was a good context. So, I think there's probably multiple ways to look at the project, and this is just another one.
Yeah, have you ever been in a C-level meeting before?
No, but it is something that I think I'm ready for. I know the material that I'm going to be presenting up and down, so I feel like it's the next step that I've been waiting for.
Yeah, I think that in the future, I really would like to work with you on these concepts, because we'll see how it goes this afternoon. But sometimes when you're put in this position, if it can be a very rare thing that happens. I mean, it happened, to you today, and you're excited about it, and I think I want to help you be successful with this pitch of this idea. But it's if it doesn't go right, there can be like consequences. And I've been doing this for quite a long time. I've been in this position before where I'm trying to make some changes at the company, and it can be really hard to do it on your own.
Yeah.
And to stand up there and I want it to be, you will have more success if you can present that us as a business unit are also behind this idea. And so I want to go into this meeting with that perspective and show them that perspective, because I think that it will give you more clout in your offering.
That makes sense, and it's something that I would want is to have the whole group on board with it, and I think it would strengthen the I guess the validity of the idea. But again, I just don't feel like I've had a chance to present any of my stuff to get anybody else on board. So this is why I went with this route. And
that's fair, and that's on me. My time's kind of been taken up in other areas, but I'd really like to, maybe every other week, find some time where we can schedule, and it can be a reliable block of time where we don't have to talk about any of our current projects, but maybe we can take this, how do we become more digital, as a concept to talk about for a few weeks, and then maybe talk about other ideas during that time. What do you think?
I think that'd be really good. I have a ton of stuff I want to share with you.
Great, thank you. I look forward to
schedule something for next week.
Yeah.
There's a little sass.